We love The Walking Dead and you should too, so with season 6 coming up this Sunday, we thought it would be a fun time to go over the top 5 gruesome death scenes from the show. Now fair warning, if you have a weak stomach, number 1 and number 2 are going to be gross. And come on, how is it not fun to go over crazy death scenes? Starting at number 5, we've got episode 11 of season 2, Judge, Jury, and Executioner. It's Dale's death, and in this scene we first hear Dale scream and then Daryl comes running over to see what's going on. And it just so happens that a walker's arm is deep inside of Dale, tearing open his stomach. Daryl does kill the walker, but sadly it's too late for Dale, and we see him lying there with his intestines and guts spilling out. Funny side note, apparently they used chicken breast to represent his guts. Number 4 comes from the season 5 opener, No Sanctuary. After Rick and his friends have managed to escape the butcher house and get outside, they watch as a group of Terminus people gun down walkers and keep moving. He manages to get a hold of one of the guys in the back and he chokes him out. He then steals his gun and he guns down the others. He didn't kill them, he just wounded them. However, the walkers then show up and finish the job for them, and we get to see one of them eat a girl's neck, and the flesh just hanging off of it. Episode 2 of season 3, Sick. This is the one where Rick killed the inmate Thomas. Thomas tried to kill Rick on multiple occasions, and Rick and Daryl both agreed that one wrong move and they would put an end to Thomas themselves. Well, Thomas made one wrong move. During a walker attack, Thomas pushes a walker into Rick, trying to kill him once again. This didn't work, however, and it ended poorly for the poor inmate. Once the walkers were dealt with, Rick looks at him and says, "I get it, shit happens." Pauses for a moment and then they stare each other in the eyes. Then Rick brings the machete down on his skull. Next, we need a little bit of a warning once again because the next 2 are the worst of them all. Number 2 comes from the same episode, season 5, No Sanctuary. This isn't a single person's death, it's multiple people, and it's a very close second to our most gruesome deaths. Rick, Daryl, Glenn, and Bob are brought into Terminus's butcher room. And there are other people in this room already, and they are all lined up in front of a trough. Starting on the opposite end, the Terminus people start to butcher them. They hit them upside the head with a baseball bat, and then they slit their throats to bleed them out like cattle. You see it multiple times before Rick and his friends escape. And finally, the most gruesome death of them all comes from season 5, episode 14, Spend. Glenn, Noah, and Nicholas all get trapped between the walkers and a revolving glass door. Glenn comes up with an escape plan that would free them all from certain death, and Eugene manages to get the walkers on the outside portion of the door, away from everyone, giving them a chance to do Glenn's plan. However, Nicholas gets scared and he squeezes himself out, giving the walkers a chance to pull Noah back into the mall. Glenn then tries to save him, but Noah gets pulled in anyway. We then see every bit of his death, from the walkers devouring him to literally pulling his face off, all as Glenn watched in horror. And those are our top 5 most gruesome deaths in Walking Dead so far. How do you think they're gonna top those deaths, and what are your top 5? Do any of yours match ours in any way? Leave your thoughts down below and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time right here.